Hello and welcome to something a little bit different tonight. Tonight we're going to be looking at a new aircraft, a new mod, something that's just come out on the Armaholic webpage. And instead of myself trying to talk you through this video, I thought I'd get somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. Tonight we're going to be talking to Neptune, who's the CEO of 809, part of 3 Commando, and he's going to be giving us his opinions on this new mod. Hello Neptune.
Hello, Para. I'm Neptune, as you already mentioned, CEO of the 809 with the 3rd Commando Brigade. I've got a little bit real-life experience in these aircraft. Former Royal Netherlands Air Force pilot, and I flew namely the PC-7 during my initial training, which is very similar to this aircraft over here, the T6 Texan II. The PC-7 has, well, actually half of the power that this one has, but in its flight characteristics it's very similar. It's just more powerful. Well, due to my experience as an instructor, I thought, well, let's give Para a hand to review one of these aircraft. Well, every flight basically starts with a walk around. So let's walk around the aircraft as if we're doing the checks, but instead of doing checks, we'll just see what this model looks like. So we'll start over here with the wing. You can see some nice details, like on the very end of the wing. We got these, well, what people might think are antennas, but it's actually to get rid of static, the static electricity in the airframe. For safety, basically. Nice they put that in. We can see some very nice details around here as well, like the color of the lights. Right-hand light, it's green. Well, that's correct. Also a little thingy here that blocks the light from flashing into the peripheric view of the pilot. I all kind of like this. I'm almost starting to feel like that I can like open some of the little gaps here to check the oil for well, like in pre-flight. So it's pretty detailed. When you get real close to it, you'll see that the texture is a bit low resolution, but I'm pretty confident that's the same issue with all aircraft on Arma 3. But not bad at all. When I look at it when I'm standing here, it's well, a little bit pixelated, but usable. Let's get over to the prop here. Well, the prop really looks like they're just stuck onto the model. In real life, these are little gaps where the propeller blades stick out, but I'm pretty sure that has everything to do with polygons. But on the other hand, we've got the air intake here, which is, well, quite modeled because we can look right into it. I get up. No, okay, I can't do that. Okay. On the other side here, actually the same thing with the wings. Nothing special. We do have the pitot tube, which is also a nice detail. The pitot tube is actually the part where the aircraft gets its airspeed indication from. So there's a little membrane behind this pitot tube that blows up like a balloon, and that will give the airspeed indication. Nice that they put that in as a detail. On the other hand, I don't see a static port, but it's quite possible that the T6 has the static port for the altitude indication on the pitot tube as well. Again, I haven't flown the T6, but the PC-7. So there may be some differences. Flight characteristics are similar, but due to its weight and engine power, the speed will be a little bit different than I'm used to from the PC-7. So we'll just find out while we're flying. That was the basic walk around, which what every pilot does with his aircraft, but instead of actual checks, we reviewed the model and the texture. What we're gonna do now is see how she flies. So let's get going, Para.
Let's go.
So here we are. in the T6 Texan II cockpit. It's similar to the PC7. Big difference is that it all has digital displays, but I can recognize stuff from the PC7, and obviously I also saw this aircraft in real life, just never flown it. I would be doing a lot of checks here in real life, but it's not necessary in Arma. All I do is just push the throttle forward and the canopy will close and the engine will start up. So here we go. Engine's pulling up, canopy is closed. See a lot of screens coming up here. Well, they actually look like real life. A vertical speed indicator. I do miss some engine instruments. They are there but not giving any indications. Okay. Now I'm gonna check the flaps. See if the flaps come down. They actually do, and I even have an indication in the cockpit of the flaps. That's very nice, because it's hard in Arma to tell what the flap position is. Coming all the way down, there we go. Right, and we'll bring them all the way up, and back to takeoff position again. Obviously, I should have had put my collision lights on, but you should do that before starting the engines. I did it now. So everything's set and I'm ready to taxi. Let's get going. So now we're about to taxi. I need almost full power to start rolling and then retard back. That's not what it's supposed to be. Actually, when you release the brakes, this thing should start rolling right away.
Unfortunately, at this point, we had major problems with the actual aircraft. What we actually wanted to do was, because this is a two-seater aircraft, I wanted to sit in the pilot's seat while Neptune actually took the controls. Now, the actual rear seat is just for the gunner, and he only gets a camera view. He doesn't actually get any cockpit view or anything like that. And what tended to happen was, as we actually swapped the controls out, had I been in the front, the game would actually bug out, the sound would glitch, and basically I would get a blue screen while Neptune was still talking. We thought it might be something to do with speed of sound, but we retried it again without speed of sound and without any mods apart from the actual aircraft, and we still had issues with it. So whether this is an issue with the actual aircraft or whether it's not quite ready for release, I'm not sure, because both myself and Neptune both tried this aircraft in single player offline in the editor and had no problems whatsoever. So it's a real shame, because Neptune really is the guy. If anybody I know, Neptune is the guy who's going to be able to instruct us on this aircraft and how it handles and things like that, as I really don't have any knowledge, as I'm more of a boots on the ground kind of guy. But we will be doing some more videos of Neptune, including probably the F-16. We'll be doing that in the next video with Neptune. Just to give you an update, I shall also show you at the end of the video the problems with the aircraft actually disappearing. Like Paul Daniels, if you're in the UK you'll know who that is, he was a magician. The aircraft would just disappear. And again, another bug that I think needs ironing out. There are various different versions of this aircraft, and here are just some of them. I think there are about 6 or 7 different versions, including the training aircraft, the Iraqi version, US Air Forces version. This looks like a sort of Tiger Moth style. There's even an ISIS version that says ISIS written on the back in graffiti. So there is quite a diverse range of different skins in here. If they could finally get that bug sorted out with the second player, or even put the second seat in, this has just been an absolute joy to fly, according to Neptune. I'm no pilot, as you know, but I hope this has been of some interest to you. Thanks for watching, and we'll try and get a more complete video up. Neptune will probably be talking us through the F-16, and anyway, there's enough said about that. I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to aircraft. I've been Para from 3 Commando. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more, give us a thumbs up if you like, and you can leave comments in the box below if there's any specific part of the aircraft that you'd like us to deal with, myself or Neptune. In the meantime, we'll see you on the battlefield. Adios. Oh shit, you've disappeared again. Ah, you've disappeared again. There's something about that location there.
start rolling right away with minimum power, idle power.
Still it again, Neptune. I don't know what to do.